asset na Ghana odwanya Europa wia and no football jisen into the odwan no marketer and I say hwemi dwan no me the bank bika ana me the car ya to major party nyina still ain't mean to asaka no wako bankrupt but once I made the car negative 10,000 now what to major party ubenya 1.5 million no at what 10,000 me balance am me bankrupt it's Ghana young major party e wo nyina what if young come aka so we are not bankrupt. Please, because he called me, like I'm not coming. He's referring to me. Please, you as a moderator, analysis, okay, why are university analysis? Why are university analysis? Now let me tell you, Mami Twasu, on your Kasa, Mami Twasu, so that let me tell you,
because the bedroom say betia. No money.
Oh, now you're calling. MPP for when you guase, me say ni guase be kamusa. Eni guase be kan pipisa.
Asabne frititio, e frititio dmankuma. Ade anu yan fa nto de da. Na efrato. Aye kunumado aje. Aye kugu eferio.
Addo.
Me da wase.
We are doing so proper.
Mi chawacha ena numa omugu amaduma de technical ewiasi baby any menu and number you pay me na yawo.
Yeah, you so.
His Excellency John Dramani Mahama and Prof Nana Jim Oko Ajim. Nanu me who say Oko Eastern region. Is a Bakwano for a place like that. Mra omu market she Oko say you went there to commensurate with them. Oba Abadayefu. Oba owo odo. Oba okasa. Na be mu se emani nyina ne Ghana fo ne nyina aboaje so. Yeda wase. Onyankopon omboa. Na sene uye wedwuma boko ewo. Eni die mu obuom ahombrasem. Onyankopon onka ho. Okatakyie.
Yey.
One my year asembisa say a na eba efa legislating of a free senior high school. Na ansana yebenya law as say yen share a present bill to the house. Who present bill now? Now, speaker no be refer to appropriate committee. Committee no be tinasina wa bubu musa. Ofri hwa na osadi report no be ba ewo plenary na ya debate. Second reading debate no ebeba. Ya consideration stage. Na third reading na bill no the be pass na ya pass na ye the ama president na se osania na abayembra
and I take a 106 accept now okay.
Yeah. And Indra minority leader honorable to force bisa afenyo makini minority se die be ahun pre na mudi di pre mo se na me to omo se mpanyi se upri hu obedwam a use hu pa se minority leader atufo say who say MPP for the depression in some of their aligned papers criminalizing NDC members of parliament. Mraishe bedroom. aye from honorable ya to abamom na asendi ani ho krata bi ani ho hwinda mwani ena afenyo makini ni group ni MPP for atiasi jom say NDC for say MP for president. Where is the bill? Okatakyie Afrifa crowd tintemanka question we yemba, where is the bill? Bila omudi akọ parliament no ewo hin. MPP for throw their aginsem. There is no bill. One when you make tell na. Omunko fa bill no embe tell. Where is the bill?
You introduce a bill.
There is no bill.
It has not been.
There is no bill.
There
is no bill. A true for Oma Twatro for 2017. Where is the bill? At two first ni audio no na me bo house. He asked them, where is the bill? Bill there MPP for atro omudin anu kwa no mudi abu oman akuntabu oni anu. Enu nti na kanofurata tumi bebo busia no ma charge. Senkomu tropa animu a tropa share troma. They will not allow Kenofureta to be taking commercial loan as Eurobond continuously for about 3-4 years. There is no bill. Aside said there is no bill. No. Share Asama, His Excellency Vice President Ekanye. Free SHS will be sustained by commitment, not law. Bamiani.
Free SHS will be sustained by commitment,
not law.
Nyembra ni ebe sustain.
Nyembra.
Yemo misa wo.
Ena musa free honde no mu ku ombra ho. MPP for mani guase. Mi se ni guase be kamusa. Eni guase be kan MPP sa. Baomiasi ye nyamra. Afenyoma ke say ye di mrako. E krata ko. Mi minority leader say krata bia ni ho. Inti ose manu just one day in there krata no on fambra na yenhwe. You have not prepared any document. Keteche di unim ne ho. O mata free SHS sa de asitre na sa akabia abewo musin ani nu mutachirema. Eza mu say Tofia on mata free sa free 2017. It is a someone bibia ma say she ni ho oh NDC for some mumpe the free SHS krata no ho. Krata no ewo hin. That is the question we are asking. And if they respect themselves as members of parliament and the majority leaders of the bench, they should bring the document and let us look at it. There is no document. Now, I was once a member of parliament who disabra body tina majority leader ma who go MPP ni masi. Nanseya who kotrantro ewo KEA ama at times honorable Mills abe catch so what want uko catch mu say minority for na MPC ye ma ya approve Commander Sugar factory the tax waivers. Meanwhile it is a lie. Usabe ho nipa we ni mu ho anodon pre na anu waye ka se mo sa akotwa ntro misimu mu MPP for eni guase be kam ebe sa kam anodon pre akotwa ntro time away for some omun tuade omun treasures omun mangodan treasures na bind the car mo buy mutim no edika about 92 million Ghana cedis another break or try to say ye ma waye 80 million waye kan kasa pie be kasa 47 million Okatakyie we atro ananukre. Look at the people I've mentioned for you. Bamiansi and Pello. Say one say na minute here and na lo na who ba we are within the chino. What this am say near noka e watermali Tamasco. I say anya law na e be free SHS na commitment. Na commitment to we in that. MPP for me ni guasiefo. Mo ha oman. E catch remo. Mo ha oman.
I pay no go for.
Yes, okamu. Look at the kindergarten analysis or your debt on kasika yedi. That is kindergarten analysis. Rollins ikonu Ghana dika 4 billion. Omampenyi kufo konu Ghana dika 9 billion.
That can be a
And
statement of fact.
It is. Please.
Because he called me, like I'm not coming.
Please.
He's referring to me.
Analysis.
You as a moderator,
Analysis. Analysis. Okay, why are university analysis? Why are university analysis? Now let me tell you. Mami ntwasu on the onkasa. Mami ntwasu. Mami ntwasu. So let me tell you. Inti Omampeni Kufuanu. Okatakyie. Omampeni that what way? Mami ka enya check me time
factor.
That's right.
Oh dear, if anything
that's right.
Who allow me, I'll moderate it.
That's right. See why university analysis.
Big platform.
Why university
Who
analysis?
name those who are listening?
Into the customer, now
And
customer.
on what I was expecting someone just language now. Language.
One, time management in tea.
So Obia the was such a big platform. Time management in tea. You are disgracing yourself.
You won't try to draw. Who you don't need love. Okay.
Make us say my now will be a
I will moderate it. Then so on hand side, say tra na mehua. You had as well just noted that. And to what time would do whatever. Let's move on. Ashama, I think you're 24. So then
withdrawn. Me my own draw. Me see withdrawn. I've withdrawn. I seven no yan kanu da yan ko. So me say I've withdrawn.
Okay. So
all respect to you. Yan ko asem no so. Omampeni is a statement of fact. Why do you tell me it's not a statement of fact? Omampeni Kufuor fra konjasu a car Ghana di 9 billion.
Me bacho Omampeni Kufuor the was 9.2 billion. JJ Rollins wasn't 4 billion. Game ko epic.
4.
There be 4 billion. Bacho. JJ Rollins was not 4 billion.
I said it was 4.
No, it was not.
It is because of the economy.
Please just give me the now 4 billion. They say game ko epic.
No. Looking at that economy as at that time, we are comparing the economy. What was the economy?
It wasn't $4 billion.
Okay, tell me how much it is.
Jerry, just I've been vindicated.
You call with please.
I've been vindicated.
Tell him to stop. Atamos from Kwame Nkrumah to Kufuor was 9 billion. Then Atamos any Mahama buy no omube kono na 120 billion. Is that
122 billion from a year? Kufuor a free so na 9 billion. And Atamos be pejako I think 38. Then John Dramani Mahama sent you to 122.
Yeah.
And they may know say we are about 600 something billion.
That's right.
So these are facts, but yet you see me for me.
Was 658 billion from 122 billion. It doesn't raise eyebrow. The same people for say no mu pray debt forgiveness. And they don't want to work. Why? They should work. The work is there. What is Mahama Kopri debt forgiveness? They were managing the economy and our resources. Intin that's a 120. Let's give a round figure. 120 for 658 billion man. She can't go and Addo nkwabo.
Man can't go advertise so a car.
She can't go and Addo nkwabo. Mami land me part because we advert I mean bad you. Inti a fight for 7 years. I buy a boka 538 billion. That is why bondholders' money was seized. And that is the sense on the ground. It is a muse. Mudia manyashi. Now the percentage and a percentage no from Adentin and the tomatoes bo and huna Ghana ma. That it means you have not performed. 538 billion is so much an amount. I rest my case.
Matthew
Opoku Prempe. I'm Madam for. Men in the call Parliament 2009. And I'm here 2021. On the that saw or your energy minister. Matthew Opoku Prempe, Michelle, and pay. Debbie, I send me and can be in Chiake.
Oh, Chiake. Matthew
Opoku Prempe.
You are cut to keep out. Matthew Sempa.
You. Now, Mechia, Finance Minister, Dr. Mohammed Amin Adams, MP, Michiana Pa. Nancy, Michia Papa in the say. Niama be in some bit of Koso or Mayuma. Kami Wiskapa, Kababa to airtime, say, AngelTV, Angel FM, de. A year begin Hamika say. Nipe see me any packet.
That's true.
Enti Kami Wiskapa, Baba to airtime, Nasa Semono. My trassi. Kwana Mefa so trassi ne say. Asemne ne say. Nipa bebre adwene ne say. E ka Addo koro Ghana se say. Yentumi ntua. Ni nyina Ghana fu nyina dwene ne say. Eye MPP ene ye ba power 2017. Ene ya boroka egu ho. Ene yentumi ntua. Ene ye debt restructuring. Nia ebi fra no haircut no. Ya domestic debt restructuring.
We can topic na ye de ma one now. Intro. O 10 minutes na mu na intro.
Na ube use 2 minutes bi ara me akasa no ube here for client interrupt. Enti nia me pesa be kire mu ni say Ghana fonti ase say emna president Kofo ebedi ade no. Na former president Lawrence yen debt to GDP. Ni yen say debt of a country is always having a denominator, which is the GDP. Into what mean Fred debt no because who can say ne yeah they cut 100 cedis. Don't forget to say Ochina see they cut 200 yen GDP no and nano esha Ochina no so. So the denominator determines the debt. Into the economics listen say quote to debt quote it in a ratio with the denominator, which is the GDP. Into Amra former President Lawrence hand over. May he so rest in peace. Now, your debt to GDP, 128%. 128%. It's President Kofo I know to be your share. Or Nigeria, or oil, or support to other countries. And or call HIPIC, and IMF, no World Bank, be so young as in office, no. Now, your debt to GDP, about 26%. And this for months, we tune 73% to GDP. The sun say your GDP no and determine the growth of the economy ninety. Your friend be rebasing. And rebasing. Rebasing no and a drop from 73% to 56% to GDP. And I am sure so and a core 104% to GDP. Now 104 the difference what 104 no 56 no money say. Yeah, what public debt and what institutional debt. Government abana kasa car with it. And institutional debt. For instance,
I can't 5 minutes.
Say Cocoa Board. Echo loan na. Institutional debt. Your friend the consolidated loan na. Omako akwaji. And inti your friend public debt. But you call IMF no. Na IMF say Mumfa mo debt nyina mom. Say ya better agreement. Son hybrid. Say ya Cocoa Board. Mumfa ni nyina mom ni ya ku kapot ya amade. Ya de bo mu no and they move you to 104%. And then your debt to GDP is about 66.4%. Into a car yet mean to ya kuhun to kwa ya kwa pre niya debt forgiveness of $4.7 billion. Niya debt payment suspension of $4.4 billion. And your MPP nkuyaka.
And what does it mean to the ordinary Ghanaian?
Ordinary Ghanaian actually say, "Mo be a told the thing when." Na nke say MPP for na kwa purpose ya na ayeka. And you NDC car one bugu. a caro crown ye church and we best 70% a NDC they are due for payment. Ye dear virgin baby not tabu crown me was here.
I can't 4 minutes today back.
Enti Ghana ni akotwaba. Mo bia na ada. Kana ye tua no fakasna ye NDC foka. Metra parliament 12 years. Na ye wo mra constitution no e wo ho e na the mother law. Nti mra bia be pass no eya obi fa no de court a Supreme Court be what the constitution says. That is 1992 constitution. Na constitution ye tumi nya ne kakraka siesie ne mra ne nyina se constitution ni ma aka ne kase be se ma abrosan ye si he. Nti mra no constitution ni na ye obi bia fa ne act. Nti Parliament ebe hwa sa amra no no the act the act of parliament 106 enti owia na se act no so yotumi nya ne kakraka te se bibuki enti act na chi obi bia fa ne li and the san wo bibi so fa ne ci
constitutional instruments
eno na kire act ne kire constitution ni na abuemu na de niam bia ye mmeresu e wo say ye adwuma a entia constitution no de ahye act ni na li no so I guide nipa no the act ni be adwuma no kwan e wo so fa so the act ni adwuma it's constitutional instrument and a legislative instrument no ni nyina eye adwuma baako depending on institution kwa or this instrument no ever parliament inti 1992 constitution no e kire say e wo say Ghana ni ba biara eko school na eko school free anya hwekura no to the basic level ana nana Addo Addo President Kufuor no mbere so for Lawrence no mbere so ene ye sha asifi class 1 na President Kufuor ade KG ni ade beka ho ene ye free ana nana Addo Addo say BC certificate no won't me fan go teacher training won't me fan go nursing training won't me fan go the police won't me fan go the soldier won't me fan the ade ba ko pa about me the BC certificate that is what be senior high school. In the Sadia, see a terminating Mufrano at the junior high school. I'll get a BC certificate. All to me find out here near Havabufrano. And the Sadia, young senior high school free. Since I'll put funny baby, one man will BC, no certificate now. All to me find to have the sons on this car. And another Dankwa, a Kufado did free senior high school by. Pa free senior high school the buy no Mufra over 1.5 million. Anka Senior High School ama wabatenafie that is the increment of an enrollment in the senior high school. Me kapa alaji me kwasite common entrance 1985 na nipa kwasite common entrance school amekwa ni ebe 30 emu 14 ene pass 14 ni pass no ba ko pe Reverend Ntiamwa se utie mami chiao kwa mi Ntiamwa ene oye Reverend Ntiamwa ono pe and otumi ko benkum secondary school kan ni na yenye scan for 14 ni nyina enti na no na meti se kura na ya wo me wase no mabe MP o metimi sama heart ase honorable miko school dey 300 honorable miko school dey 500 me mark no mo fra 15 na ebe kra no anu ye won a wo tin ka se ma ba a wo ko school ebe kra me 15 me mere so 1. It tells you are there free senior high school na no na Addo dankwa obefi abamu 2024 yi ama Dr. Bawumia abatua so it was ade amaya abua Ghana mebo ho ban do constitution na kande but me person me ya act bi wa parliament na sa act no abok free senior high school ho ban na de niam bi ba hyehyem a ebme nya legal backing se na be ya sa ban bi bakura na on to me as son bebre mi pe bi minim kofi ya won etiku apai ya de ababu ani pase na momi anya mra fa hyehyɛ ho na even act no kura no eba be define the rare source of funding of the free senior high school. That is what the act is going to do. Yeah, constitutional instruments in your not to me explaining how I guide how the free senior high school act must be used. Into one I won't be a full so 100 one free senior high school no so. E yi na ye mu bi ya kase. We are Ghana na akwoto about dwene wo badachi. Wo badachi dwene ho. E say say nipa na act no kura nyamba parliament na wanyin listen owo oso beka wa onka wa onyin listen fan kyerɛ act no po nyamba ye nipa bi anwen wonse to so wa hu wo ba beka wo enti ne yɛka ne sɛ kɔto wa ba ma MPP and Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia na sa act parliament e ba beja atomo na Dr. Bawumia ba odi abɛyɛ adwuma na sɛnea obi ba akɔ school free no won so wo ba atumi akɔ school free
a be so bagire ne bada achi ho ti agya de sei alagadwoafo no sɛ ayi wo munya wo pɛ ane ade
na free SHS asɛm a yɛ kai ana nya no nananke yɛ ka
ɛno a
o sɛ edi kan me chia wo hwɛfo ne wetiefo
ye nyina agyo so
na ma chia Afrifa to abusia na onim ne efe
ka kyerɛ me
o sɛ ufa Facebook app a utimi bie be wow page a creative wow page ufa Twitter now X na se for na near phone one says see ufa Android phone that's how type it call Play Store now type Afrifa there is an app
and also more Fanto app or
will be to me Madaroma
I mean go that's a bit download it
now call AI and I meet and so now call boss the great transformational planner directly it talks about the policy plan program Ira Alan Adiaba so interesting sir yeah war 32 years of leading this country baby I wa ni wo ti omunya akwanya na see ye bana ya kase Ghana ye be Ghana akone bi enye ye be Ghana etumpon enye beka me ka kusi se ni kan so far debt to GDP oze amanyoko mienu ni no mo kasa na we abo na me dey 30 we dey abo na MPP for say almost 60 64 I say but ofa IMF document na no the average ofa IMF document na ankasa the debt to GDP no in reality
84%.
Check it. What you see? It's estimated at 84%. Na omo keka omo nyoma na bubumwa na
I pay chire mo se o ma ye the institutional debt nyina ba be go so
e ye brofo. Why your high pitches? Odeka. Ananyeka. Okoto ade high pitches aneka.
Eka.
Oko banko gibisia oneka.
Eka.
Oyiri di na ketua beto ho na obomu a oneka. Omibusa.
Ni nyina ye ka ofie ho.
At the end of the day, ukase ukutria, ukoka say ebi high pitches ebi kabi eka. Brofo no muka. Omo ya no de brie ni so. Omo de ka.
Atade de ka microphone ntie. And also
atade no.
Say that prima for shirt here wa she. Yeah, me ba hoda selection watch.
Yeah,
Mommy come say bi ya ka.
Come on say no.
Asemo ye kan ka. What you say? Na ye pese ye hye na atade. Minua. Minkan hu na wa hwefo le wetiefo. But trust me, the country is almost bankrupt.
Robert just say.
Just say a company enkane engegu.
Country nego.
Ye kai di no. Can dollar mo ye say?
That is about 60 something billion.
60. And yes, 60.
Say 600 and something billion Ghana cedi there. It means in conversion. Hey, that
bro, when I can
no say you divided by 15.
Calculator na phone crown no ain't mean calculate. Mom no calculator from account session.
And now some kauba obu ahuna fa calculate.
What was that? Me come back here one.
Now I didn't now I was.
So 650 billion divided by 15. You ever say 15 grand? So we are about 43 billion in debt. 43 billion dollars in debt.
Me tue bi. Me nta fo yo mo baby tue bi. was it Matisse triplets be and
Fabisia, Fabisia.
Huh? Ebia say ya eti me na me pena me abrante am wa o. So we nyam nyini say me. Iti papa oti ono ontwe bi tie o ka ye ohun hanu de oti o so ogege ho ontwe bi because e be duru say e be twia no mu ni ho.
Oh, na e kwani. Opeji. Akadede nza na e kwani.
No mu di ho.
Dia kwani.
Why I never research you go be who say we are even paying now. We started paying now.
What was it?
Nadia
1685 dia na o nyina yetua ka bia yetua enso me se ebepem se yebetua ne ya buru agugu sisi na parliament ko ha bia na young ones ne penny bia no da so no pension
by monote dia that also te by natural order
7 na making
okay
inti they are not bothered. We ought to be able to find a solution, a lasting solution, a practical solution to the management of our debt. And no na you realize betina ha na work. And yes sir, you better free ha kwa sanya ba beka IMF asem. Na enye ye niwu, enye ye ferry. Sem pempenso a ye dri. Ye di Ghana di 67.
Almost 67.
Minia. Inti se utu hupa kitichi obetimi asa aka ma me ho se. O utu o ma osika nkutua school fees. Bibia ye dri. Intimi manage ye economy. Sorry kwa kuti. Me di hobesi ho. Free SHS asa. Yaka. Offer the gospel according to Alan Kojo Chirmanten. The Great Transformational Plan, page 62, account education. Or say, and undertake a comprehensive assessment of the state of all existing public education infrastructure and facilities across the country. But from near here, maybe a free SHS, or say he is going to undertake a comprehensive review of the free SHS. Okay, teacher. You find say you na school. Inti amanyoko mienu no mo te brofo.
I got 2 minutes.
Ah, omako school. Obetimi aye project onye review.
Dabi.
Every project, every policy has to undergo a certain level of evaluation.
From agenda setting all the way to policy formulation.
I was
we now implement here. You must come back and look at all the evaluation.
The evaluation period, the challenges and the sustainability, whether or not it can. And also say, I was so now challenges are
say review your cancer now.
That review means you are doing a holistic look.
You have to do a holistic review. What's nothing?
I tell you, whole part the financing of it. Who we are product now? What
the then finance minister. Okase ekaonwa enki yenko hwehwe.
That is here, mama.
Obia si yenko hwehwe di entia. Efise. Enu na wasi ye. Na se se omo kwada sori omo se debi omo klemra ebeba ho. Ohunu challenges e wo free executive. You know the challenges. Enkwara ne duane diem, omo ntade hyem. Dormitories omo bedam. Classroom omo beko teacher fo a omo kire omo de bre a omo fam. Yentimi nye that review ni nyina ehu. Even the financing of the free SHS. Baby yenye sika ye di ehye na ema ni gina no kra. E wo se ehwehwem ye se eye sustainable eyampa se ehum bi bo wo Ghana ebetimi agina. Eye wo ye wo nyina ewi na ye nyina ye ti ase se sei ni emfa no na sei na be mana aya afebo.
Na de mara to chi.
Wako na afi wakonya emra na wo dia betare na aban fufuro bi ba na so pese obugua you who find a breakfast or a wedding, you never better. Obia ni wa, what can the biarada? Say free teachers, maybe go school strip, so you say we strip.
That is your
Me call Tamale Secondary School. But now me on Kuma House. You want more call Tamale Secondary School. Is it the Omunima House? I know. Me na mo Kuma House.
Ah, why good ya no?
Na unse ubi on more call house bia house 1 near you know call house 2 near you know call house 3 until to be in case of house we. But I say me when I'm on Kuma House. Those days, they are on Northern Student Scholarship. And I'm sitting here to say it. And my young young baby sound woody, Edison, Ebata woody. And then, Oko International Renal Boss, I didn't need to school.
All because of free teachers.
All because of free education. Almost year review. It's a drew baby. Now, a mama would set birth certificate, or papa ding, mammy, but a moment you shame.
So you are a staunch supporter of free education, and it must be done well.
It must be done well because you know, education is important. Education is knowledge is powerful.
What
you say? Knowledge is powerful. Anything a year around and account of great transformational plan, or see he would undertake a comprehensive. See, bro, from here. Minimum so dictionary wa ha.
Comprehensive.
You better know what you say.
Yes, you better show you who you know. Asia.
Na ye baby and from Sony baby uncle yini baby tobata. Nia kani mina bu nia tnas say on mine. Na wo wanya bi na me manya bi. En koduru baby say free SHS nti. Akora ko school go so nya tade nshi.
Ma be so bi twa bi show ni hu nyina nhia na me nje brand free sem fama IP. Ebe. Oto ase for you.
What who say nia na na ya okasa yi. Ghana ni biara otie ni no. Etin sam oka no. Se ababi wo ma obefa. In so many people who are I was saying, we are not talking to the four corners of this house. Now, excuse me, I hear me say, we are crowful. We are say, no, we need you. Sure, I may be me quay, we are biase. I hear me have to be said, me metra, what I was every year, me metra one table. I'm off for bed. I'm up at Jimmy. So, I hear me Jimmy. You are brand to what? Now, one in what baby, hey, I pay money. Hey, I see you for so. Oh, can't church and some me at you. Your power cassado.
I am off for you.
Some come chrome a crappy man. I pay one. I say, yet, your crap cassandra and every year. Into unim no tiu. Into ya my young Cassano. I want to. Since ya was our Cassano, my case have been vindicated. When you make a Cassa, one would say, what can I say, Missy? Said President Lawrence Berso. Na yanka, a 4 billion. And can't go hippie. Just say, what person who or man be car, and then the nominal figure of one who can know. When you match the debt to the size of the economy and its GDP, because that 4 billion, I cannot pack search it. Near 4 billion. So 4 billion, now you're 128% to GDP. And then Yanka is 600 and something billion, but debt to GDP, no. Mamma, I am a figure, 84% to GDP. It's one who said, Lawrence Tamano, not young canon, 4 billion, no drops of 600 billion. I am putting them. And that's how the economists match debt. They don't call that NDC for Namaka 604 billion as compared to 122 billion. And yes, I need call the debt. You match the debt. NDC after rebasing, we die 56% to GDP. Now what? 122 billion. And then Ghana, Yanka, over 600 billion. Debt to GDP 84. Even if we pick IMF, though it's 64, then I may pick IMF. Sankaya match in percentage wise in the nominal figure. And Kaobe who said Sana a 56%, and then 122 in the now sank 300% when we go to 600. But then it's no. You match it to the size of the economy. When you widen the base, the numerator becomes smaller. When you lessen the denominator, the numerator becomes big. And that is how economy is managed. Or it's quoted. Into Okatakyie, Siabatraha, gross domestic product, GDP, is a monetary measure of a market value of all the fiscal goods and services produced. Final goods and services produced. Goods and services at a specific time, at a specific period. Inti ayamuma ya metrase na yankeka omu enkasa entuatua Ghana fo aso asifu say na ene Ghana yanka yede no na edo so sentama na Lawrence no Lawrence time no near the cap 128% to GDP but na 4 billion and then 600 and something billion but in value term no 84% to GDP. Nti mama yan Teases Ghana enye bankrupt. Me fa me hunye example. Bia me wo business. And I'm sample me personal as I sit here. Obako my account no. Na my account read negative 10,000 Ghana cedis. So my loan be 10,000 I want my bankers who I mean GI. Into my accounts read negative 10,000 Ghana cedis. Me bankrupt. It's to say when you look at my assets, and then a bank can show you answer on my loan. When you look at my assets can give you about 5 million Ghana cedis. But you won't be able to me. That is not my asset. Maybe example again. It's like I'm even can use Okatakyie.
Yeah,
It's like okay, maybe use Okatakyie. No, obi amekasi. And ni ame person make channel number si fam no. Ni ame kan number si fam no say na ya ni ame kan say. Sir, me your bankrupt na kire say. Me the bank bi ka ana me the ka a ya to major party nyina still ain't mean to as aka no wakọ bankrupt. But once I made the car negative 10,000. Now what to major party a ubenya 5 million. No at what 10,000 in the balance am me nya bankrupt. It's Ghana young major party e wo nyina. What if young come aka bebre so we are not bankrupt. So then I define bankruptcy, define it well. My accountants and economists and define bankruptcy now. You are not bankrupt when you have enough assets to clear your debt.
When you have enough assets to offset your debt, you are not bankrupt. Say it a year. Honorable AP.
That's when the good banks in the one could do pen should be out on bank and a party in a car what they one customers.
You cannot offset it.
Yes, so that is bankruptcy.
And then no can say what on your party in
Okatakyie.
Yay.
You were GD pass a Yankupon boy we are see ye bog Ghana no. As I see and sound the Ghana from that time.
There be just a cocoa.
That's right. Enti Sasa no what time my Rollins wo. But our what the asset value low and yes sir. In this end your asset value abeye bigger. A DNA man bigger. Ye Ghana sase ana aban ni aban omaba omu investment no mu ye. Today niama ama Ghana asase a increase asset increasing say. You see University of Ghana Medical Center and yes sir. Until when we are valuing the assets of Ghana, we add it to it. Until aban bi bahwa we see Atuabu gas plant. Until say you value Ghana asset ye di Atuabu gas plant e di kam. Keteche ine aban bi bahwa a ye friend John Dramani Mahama wanya oil same field and 10 oil fields. Into say value Ghana asset. We are going to add it to it. When in a sika oji ya now bobusia in the name of Ghana. In that say value Ghana assets say the KJT aveka hom. In that say value Ghana asset say ye the second interchange beka hom.
in there say value Ghana asset say ye di Harbour Terminal 3 beka ho. In there say value Ghana asset say ye di Airport Terminal 3 beka ho. Inti aban bi to me bobusia and na why this asset and nuntina in there no ye value no akosoro. Inti say ye bisa MPP for say mususu mu 538 amu bobusia no ana time Mahama Ohono, I was in Parliament. Setepe planning for the payment of Omanpenyuku for 750 million euro bond. They've also paid them. In the entire Bisa MPP for say, Munchirenia Mudi 538 billion Ghana cedis here. We want to see the increase of Ghana's asset under you. A asset in Ghana. Ojanya Eurapa wia and no football saying. Into the join no marketer and also shemi join no. Send us it here and nunti na woman price. Now some of them ko bobusia sasika we ni na you couldn't increase Ghana's asset more than I have mentioned. We have a cause to ask you questions. We have that right to ask you questions. Say hona MPP for junior kwa me twa ma junior alcohol because free time on Yankupon Ghana no the land size is still the same. But it is the performance of the government after government that increase the assets of a nation. And so when we go out to take loan to about 13.25 billion within about 6 years, asset, the value for money, no, we have the right to ask questions. This is not about percentages. Because me bubo kejetianu, manfa percentage biya and cheho. Me bubo de same oil field no manfa atuabo gas planter omu pe position omu manfa percentage biya. That is the people's economy. That is the people's economy. This is what is going to absorb. This is what you talk about, expanding the economy so that the youth will get job. How did you expand the economy? That is the question we are asking. This is not child play. You have messed up the economy with this huge amount of money. Because even if you want to talk about from Tema to Mpakadai, how much did Jufativo borrow in the name of Mahama and Atamils? How much did you add? If we talk about what? Focus interchange. Yes, Nanado Nesiye. But who got the loan? It was added to Mahama. These are the loans we have taken and how we use it to expand the economy. And Nuntina, Oman Yashintinu, the unemployment rate moved from what? 8% to 14.7%. And when so Bobusiano, almost so we could not see the expansion of the economy. And that is why we are worried. 9 people for 1 a month for attempt chom. 1 a month for attempt MPP for. And yet, also the catcher, Mahama say, Sanko was Rem Kra as a president, no court in entry. And no, they insult. Move farmer some free Hong Kong. Now, Munko play a second brain. Yabate. Me pamucho, sir, Makanu Yamu Fanchem. Me Yafri. Do you get it right? But Wakachra, the sitting president. Yeah, Wakachra, the sitting president. Osla, Waka. Ah, Otumikachra said. Otumikachra said, about Busiamba. The about 10 years, crabbe to Yaman in Ghana. MPP for some which hold him. Munko for a second brain. If I said they have stolen our money, 52.5 billion. Atuasu Papa said 52.5 billion has been transferred into a non-source. Oman Penyankasa, Vice Ankasa, Minister of Finance Ankasa, add this into Ankasa. Now, year out, no the cabro. Say, boka. But Obitia Konyasunu, Obiatra Konyasunu, Bank of Ghana, yanya profit. NDC hospital. These are the issues we are interrogating. The reason why the unemployment is increasing by this rate.
Yewo Kumase no, Kumase Swami. Na
Yankobo hospitals.
Na ye nua baako oye not na. Ofri suro ne bae. Ariya. Na unim de oye. Oye ade na obezo didi watembo ha. What did you attempt here to say we when I had to be a matter? Oh, I don't have that. I share my o di so o ye ya bi pejame same jelmanta se kumasi
ninda ho
kumasi
jelmanta
kumasi jelmai eno ni apa kromfo no so di ono so pa bi kromfo
mumle anointing one shop what university and now university and now poly and now maybe biala wo biala bra anointing one shop so ya brand here na wasi so na wa wie school na so we ska bi da ho and now ya ban djuma mpo mo pontem bra anointing one shop dem fa nka WhatsApp group the two abehu prices no na so post them microphone na so nya kakra e dia chill school fees when kakra enye da bia na wo twan wo maame ana wo papa entwan aban o entwan obia aha na ye to fobo ti mi kan fa no nti one shop amamo mo am ye djuma mlantie ni mabawa am na benchiri enye na nya benchiri bi mo ye wo top and down ye wo t-shirt ye wo shirt ye wo boxer ye wo singlet ye wo joggers ye wo jeans ye kan jeans ye wo jeans ni makwa na aba into ti am the wa to ani hwe fomo papa twa fomo na wa to ani hwe fomo efom wa ye nga se ni nema o enema de for ni be hwe enti so nya 1000 series 2000 500 do benya bia bra meboa o eni ba bia ye wo tudu afrawo station udu afrawo station buta so hwe anointing one shop okwala opani obechiro na mum so hwe ekira kwan dia for number 0243633885
etufuo mugba ebe ya mukama oba so hwe ma mi nyansa ya wo bag ya wo tese ya wo nyema bebre bitimi bi body ya wo nyema bebre ampa aboa edey invest for aya no mu nyina be fa nyama ton edi yo mu business
misuma wie school am funu ma epe ntade nda ya ade ba no ntia na me ede me ba no na mu se nyama ede da fem so on ma na misuma dis kaka cry ede she mu am misuma ede da start me business akra nti do pe bia me nko be bia on bra no to an